7 years ago I was living in an apartment where I had two main friends pretty much living with me. One was my best friend who we will call Socrates. Socrates couldn't drive during this time, and while we were driving around one day he would lean over and honk the horn on my car. I hate honking my horn. He knew this. So we would trade hits to the thigh, arms against each other, and between hits he would honk my horn, pissing me off to no end. We ended up with massive bruises on our arms, legs from the battle. I kept telling him to stop. Worn out, finally I say, "Okay man, if you do it again, you're going to regret it." So he leans over for one more little honk. I was like, "Alright, you asked for it." Weeks pass while I plot. The three of us living at my place were pretty poor. We would buy big tubs of Tops tobacco and roll our own cigarettes. Whoever would wake up first would roll a dozen or so for us to smoke throughout the following day. Me and my other friend Bill got up early specifically to fulfill my plan. So I roll about 10 cigs, and I had something special planned for the last one. I took some scissors and cut off a handful of my own pubes. I then proceed to roll my pubes up as a cigarette and put a little tobacco just on the ends to make it look legit. It was roughly 90% pubes, 10% tobacco. We wake Socrates up and we head to the front porch to smoke the first cigs of the day. I give him his special cigarette. Bill and I are having trouble keeping a straight face. So, Socrates lights it up and smokes it down the very nub of what's left, no filters. He will even admit, he said the following, "It gets so good right at the very end." Bill lost it. Ran inside crying from laughing, and I'm just barely keeping it together, and Socrates knows something's up. I wait a few hours afterwards to let him in on the secret of his special cigarette. The best way to describe his face when I told him what he smoked was the look that I just told him I killed his puppy. Fucking priceless.